Okay, Sadie and Jose, here we go. We're going to do lesson 5.5, repairs and upkeep. This seems to me to be a really easy lesson, so unless I do crazy word problems, this should be a good one for today. Okay, look what it says. Repairs and upkeep, guys. This is for when you own a house and you need to keep reparándolo, mantiéndolo, right? Upkeep is the same thing, maintenance. Okay, so, perdón. You have to make sure that you repair the things that get broken. If not, your house is going to be like a mess eventually. Everything's going to be falling apart. So look what it says. Homeowners face the expense of frequent repairs and upkeep. It's true. One thing breaks, another thing breaks, another thing breaks, okay? Keeping the house and property in good condition helps to retain a higher market value and gives more satisfaction with the home. As a guide, allow 2% of the value of the home for average annual repairs. Okay, so for example, if you spent $100,000, that's done, we all know what that is, it's gonna be $2,000. $100,000, I was gonna use my calculator. $100,000 on the home, then that means every year you're gonna be spending around $2,000 in repairs. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. That's what it says right here. Some years the expense will be less than it is other years. If you allow several years to pass without making necessary repairs, the house will deteriorate and will require more money to repair later. Okay, so don't let the problem keep going on and on. You may want to learn how to do several home repair and upkeep jobs yourself. Okay, it is good to do that, Jose, especially your boy. Okay, because it is going to be the guy's job in the home to keep up the house with the maintenance most of the time, even though there are exceptions where the girl knows more than the guy does. You may want to learn how to do it yourself. Many home improvement books give excellent directions concerning do-it-yourself repair. If you are willing to invest the time, you can save money, but some jobs, such as electrical wiring and plumbing, require a professional. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to be messing with the plumbing, that's the toilet and the sink and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. You guys, Jose, you guys like to play with the sink, thinking that you guys can fix it. The lavamanos, these things in the kitchen, right? And the toilets and stuff like that, thinking you guys can fix it, but you make a bigger mess. Okay, but girls do that too. I know a woman that did that. Who makes more of a mess if they try to fix that, because the plumbing is hard to fix. Anyway, I'm just letting you know. And electrical, don't mess with the electrical, because you'll always mess with that. Just hire somebody to do that job. Okay, here we go. Model problem number 1. Anthony Reeves owns a home valued at $104,000. Find the amount he should allow for average annual repairs. Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to do $104,000 times 0.02, right? Okay, and you're gonna get $2,080. That's what he should allow. That's what he should put in his presupuesto, his budget, right? Okay, or be prepared for at least that it's gonna be that much money for repairs. Because if it's less than that year, then that'll go in the cuenta for the next year. Okay, look at model problem number 2. Mr. and Mrs. Newport own a house valued at $90,000. Last year they spent $2,700 on repairs and upkeep. $90,000 is number 2. They spent $2,700 in repairs. What percent of the value of their house was spent on repairs? Okay, so you're going to go $2,700 over $90,000, okay? You're going to get 0.035, so you're going to get you're going to get 0.03. So that means you're going to get 3%. They had to use 3% that year. Must have been a big year of emergencies in the home. Okay, look at model problem number 3. Benjamin McCary hired professional painters to paint the outside of his house. Smart. You want to do it right, because paint can come off really easily, but even professionals can do that sometimes. Okay, so he hired professional painters to paint the outside of the house. The cost of the paint and the other equipment was $183.25. Okay? 3 men worked 25 hours at $11.50 per hour. Okay, 3 men worked 25 hours at $11.50 per hour. how much does Mr. McCary have to pay to have his house painted? So you're gonna have to do the labor plus the equipment, right? So you're gonna go 3 times 25 times $11.50 is gonna give you $862.50, then plus $183.25, and that's gonna give you $1,045.75. Okay, that he spent on painting. And you say, wow, how much would he have spent then to do it himself? Well, time is money, people, because that would have taken him a lot longer. He's not a professional. He wouldn't have had the equipment. He'd have to buy the equipment, and then he'd have to spend like days where he should be working on his house. So it's probably good to pay the professionals. Okay, there you go. That's your lesson for today. Easy, right? Have a great day. Okay, here we go. 5.6, furnishing costs. Furnishings are your muebles, okay, your sofa, and your chairs, and your dining room, and everything like that. Okay, here we go. Look what it says. Furnishing a home, or an apartment can be expensive. No kidding. Have you walked into Molinarios or Lady V and looked at those prices? And can present a strain on the family budget. Yeah, it's true. Like, who's going to have it in their presupuesto that they need to buy a new couch, a new bed, a new chair, etc.? If several large items are needed at once, buy only the items that are a must, a complete necessity, and gradually buy other items as finances allow. You might consider renting a furnished apartment until some money can be set aside to buy your own furnishing. So that is an option. You can look for apartments that come with the furniture. Such apartments are a little more expensive, but are usually worth the extra cost if you have little or no furnishings. Buying several appliances and pieces of furniture on the installment plan while also making rent or mortgage payments and possibly car payments is apt to be too much for the average income earner. Learning to save money for your household furnishings and pay cash to avoid the high interest charges. Please pay cash, you guys. Please don't go into Molinarios and take out a préstamo, meaning like you're going to pay for 6 months, pay for a year on furniture, unless it's an absolute necessity, okay? You can do a lot of things plastic until you get your stuff that you need, okay? Learning to save money, etc. Some stores have a policy of 90 days, same as cash, and will allow 3 monthly payments with no interest. Okay, so you will find places that will say, okay, you can pay within 3 months, and it's not a préstamo. It's just you pay in 3-month installments, and there's no interest involved. Find those places and buy from there, okay? If you know you can make the payments, the 90-day plan is a good one to use. Once you have purchased your household furnishings, you must still be prepared for maintenance and repairs. The carpet must be cleaned or replaced, the walls painted or papered. New parts will eventually be needed for the washing machine, the sofa will need to be reupholstered, and other repairs will have to be made. Remember, the more care you give your belongings, the less repair and maintenance is needed. Even now, as you live with your parents, you should take care of the furnishings in your room and throughout your house. Your house is more than an investment. It is a place to show God's love and to be hospitable. Okay, which is super true. You can use your house as a huge ministry. It says in Acts 2:46, and they, continuing daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart. Okay, cool. Look at number 1. Mr. and Mrs. Douglas are considering buying a used sofa for $150 and having it reupholstered for $320. Find the total cost of the sofa. Okay, so they buy it for $150 and they get it recovered for $320. Add it up. Okay, I'm not gonna write that one down. $470 is the cost. And then look at example number 2. 2 ways to do this. If you want to do it using the Saxon way or you want to do it using this book's way. I agree with this book. It's easier. But anyway, I'm going to show you both ways in case the other one's not sticking in your head. Cindy Nolan wants to put wall-to-wall carpet because she wants to put carpet on the floor in the family room, which is 18 by 20 feet. Okay, so she wants to put carpet on the floor, 18 by 20 feet. That in feet is going to be 360 feet. But look what it says. The cost of the carpet is $22.95 per square yard, okay? Per square yard. This is in feet, you need it in, this is in square feet, you need it in square yards. Now look, what we would usually do with Saxon is what? 360 feet, because it's squared, times feet, yard, right? That's what we do to get the square done. 3 feet. So you go 360 divided by 3 divided by 3. What Saxon says is, you know, a square yard is 9 square feet. How do you know that? Because it's a square yard. A square yard means it's 3 feet by 3 feet, so 3 times 3 is 9, so you just divide this by 9. 40 square yards is what you get there. Okay, so you can do it either way. 360 divided by 3 divided by 3 is going to get 40. Or 360 divided by 9, which means when you get to this table over here, every single time you get to the table, you're going to have to divide by 9. So it's easy to know that way. So he is buying 40 square yards. It's 40 times how much is it per square yard? $22.95. So that's going to give you $918. Okay? $918 you're going to spend on the carpet. So look at number 1 in the exercises. The dimensions of this room is 15 by 18 and price per square yard is $21.85. Do not fall into the temptation to just multiply all those numbers together. No. You have to go 18 times 15, then divide that by 9. Whatever you get there is what you're going to multiply by $21.85 to get it in square yards, and then multiply by that. Your answer for number 1 should be $655.50. That's your lesson for today, guys. Have a great day.